Hello everybody and welcome back to CodeViz, your number one learning channel for everything web and tech related. Okay, so in this video we're going to continue our CSS tutorials and we're going to learn CSS tables. But before I dive right into the topic, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you'll be updated whenever we post a new video. Also, don't forget to also remember that we also take on tech or web related projects or other tech projects. So feel free to contact us if you have any other tech projects. Don't forget to also follow us on our social media platforms so that you can interact with us and we can engage with you and we can learn more about what you want to learn. You can also send us your project, any classwork you've done, we'll evaluate it, make corrections and all that. So without further ado, let's dive right into today's topic. So in the last class we talked about the CSS forms, and in this class we're going to talk about the CSS tables. Now if you didn't watch the last video, please go and check our description so you can watch our other videos and you can catch up with the class. So as you can see, for the CSS tables I created a new file entirely so that I can show you how it looks like from scratch. So you can copy the code right here. This is it. You start with CSS tables. You can copy, you can pause your system and just type what you see. I said pause your system, sorry, pardon me. You can pause the video and you can type out what you're seeing right here. This is what we're going to be working with today, the HTML. And let's move down. As you can see, the table has the whole sections and all that. Going down little by little so you guys can copy it in your own leisure time. And yes, just only the table tag. After the table, we're going to do another web project. So now that we're done with this, let's get right into it. So if you're done building your table, it should look like this. Open a live server. Exactly, your table should look like this for now, but don't be disturbed by how the table looks like. We're going to style this table up and we're going to make it look good, I promise you. So without further ado, let's get right into the styling up of the table. So as you know, the first thing you put in your CSS file is what? The universal selector to remove every excess space in your web page. So margin 0, padding 0. And now we're going to style up the table. Now, unlike HTML, when you want to style up the table in your CSS, you have to actually target both the table tag, the head tag, and the table tag, the table row, and the table columns. That is the table cells itself. So I'll show what I mean by this. Let's come here. So I'll first say table. I'm not going to give it any class or anything. I'm only working with the table right now, so I'm not giving it a class. So I'm just going to target the name of the tag directly. So I'm going to say table, comma. We're going to use the group selector so we can target multiple elements and give it the same feature. So table, what is it called again? Table row, that is the TR tag and the TD tag all together. So if you want to give your table the borders, you make use of this three. You target these three elements and then you give it its border. You say border solid 2 pixels black. And you guys remember we've talked on the topic of borders. I'll show you how borders work and I'll show you what this is, the short form of border. And if you come back to your browser, your table will have borders, should have borders all over it. Hold on. Did I miss something here? Oh, sorry. I haven't linked my CSS file to my HTML file. Pardon me. That's a very stupid mistake of mine. Okay, so now that I've linked my CSS and HTML file, I believe my table row should show. Yes, so I can see our borders, the borders is showing on our table. But let us say we don't want this border to be, spacey. You can tell that the borders are pretty spacey here, but we don't want these borders to be spacey. We want the borders to be a single line. Okay, we want this border to be a single line in our table. What do? Easy. Come here. Come back to your CSS file. Then we are going to give this CSS a property called border collapse. Okay, border collapse. I'm just saying collapse. So with this, our border will turn to a single line. You can see clearly now the border is now a single line. Now the work of this border collapse is to remove the space in between all your borders. So by collapsing the borders, you are bringing all your borders together and making it into just one single line. That is what we are doing here. So that's how to easily give your table a borders in this thing in CSS. But we are not done starting it up. Let's space this table more and bring it down to the center, shall we? So I'm going to come down here and target the table tag. I'm going to give it margin auto. Then I'm going to give it a margin top as well, or maybe 40 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, good, it has come down. Then let's increase the width. I'll say the width of the table should be 60%. That should be okay for me. Good, now the table has stretched out more. I believe I made a mistake in my table. My table header here is not centralized. The text here are not centralized. I think I made a mistake in the table here. Sorry, pardon me. Yes, I made use of TD tag in the T head section, which is wrong. I'm supposed to use the TH tag here. So let's connect all this to TH quickly. Again, pardon me for the silly mistake. Just quickly change yours so that we can get it done. And last but not least, and if I come back to my browser, yes, this is how the table should look like. So let us say I want to give more space in this table. I don't want the text and the borders to be this close. I want there to be more space in between, inside the respective table cells or the respective table columns. What do you do for that? Easy. You can literally just come here and say target the TD or the TH tag. So you can say TH and TD together, and all you have to do is simply say padding for both the T. Now the reason why we are targeting only the TH and the TD is that this TH and this TD represents each column of the table, each cell of your table. So just target it directly, and if you come down here, just say padding, maybe top and bottom 12 pixels, left and right 16 pixels, and that is all. You come back to your browser, look at your table. There's more spaces in your table right now. You can see clearly, right? Yes. So this table is looking much better, right? It's looking much better. But we're not done. You can leave your table like this, or you can style it up more. If you want to give your table, more finesse, let me use the word finesse in this case, because you can present your table like this and it will serve its purpose, or you can make it look more attractive. So let's give this table more finesse, and for me to give it more finesse, this table won't have this border anymore. So let's carry on. Just watch what I'm about to do. You guys are going to love this, trust me. So I'm going to come and give this table a background color. I'm going to say the general background color of the table should be let's use hashtag FFF. You know what? This is the hex color code. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to make this thing less white and a little more gray. Come back here. That is a bit okay. No, let's make it. Let's increase the gray. Let's reduce the grayness of the color just a little up more. All right, cool. Okay, I'll take this, but we're not done. Let's just make it white. I didn't get the exact gray I want, so let's just make it white. That's okay. Now we're going to do something else. So I'm going to come here. You see this place where we have this border. Now I'm just going to say border none, and clearly down remove every border in my table. But we're not done yet. Remember, we're not done styling it up. Just watch. Just keep following the video. You're going to love this. So remember that the table, if you guys in HTML, we talked about the table sections, which is the T head section, the T body section, and the T foot section. So we want to target only this T head section. We want to target only this side and then start it up. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to use the descendant selector, the child selector. So I'm going to say T head greater than TR. Just T head greater than TR. I'm targeting the entire row. And we're going to give it a background color of, I want a light blue color. So a very good light blue color. I'm going to come here. I'm going to go for this light blue here. Something like, this is okay for me. Let's check it out. Perfect. Then we're going to make the font color white. So we're going to make the color of the text to be completely white. That's perfect. Then let's change the font style. So I'm going to, come here. I'm going to say font family. I'm going to use my favorite font. You guys know my favorite font, Tahoma. You can try your own font out there, but this is just my favorite font. I'm going to say font size should be let's say 24 pixels. Let's check it out. Oh, that is too big. Sorry, that is way too big. Let's make this 16 pixels for the font size for everything generally. Okay, much better. So this is how our table looks like right now. Remember, I said we're going to give this table a little more finesse. Alright, so we are not done styling it up. Just keep watching. So now that we've styled up this particular row in our table, we need to style up these remaining rows in our in the table body. We've started up this row in the table head, but we want to start up the remaining rows in the table body. So let's do that quickly. To do that, we'll come and say T body greater than TR. Then we are going to give it this. We are going to give it a certain pseudo class called the nth child pseudo class. The nth child pseudo class. And the work of that nth child pseudo class is that it is used to target HTML elements based on their position inside their parent element. What does that mean? Let us say I want to target a particular element that came in the third position, in the third position of its parent element. I'm going to have to use the nth child to target it directly without giving it a class. I'll show you an example so you can understand it better. So what I'll now do is I'll say colon, then I'll say nth dash child, open this bracket here. Then now in this nth child, you can target an element based on its position or based on a certain position or based on using mathematical terms like even or odd numbers. Alright. Pardon me. So let's take care of that. Let us say I want to target only the third row. That is the third TR tag inside my T body. That is 3. I say 3 here. That is, I'm targeting only this TR tag that is here. This third TR tag here, this number 3. I want to target only this one. And I'll give it background color of red. I'll come back here. And you can see that only the third row has the red color. Can you guys see this? Only this third row has the red color. You guys can see clearly, right? And that is because of what? This nth child here. So I can target an element based on its position inside the parent element. I am targeting this TR tag based on its position inside this TD tag. So I'm saying target the third TR tag inside the T body tag. That is what I simply said here. Target only the third one. But you can target it like this, or you can say, okay, let us target all the TR tags that have an even or odd number inside the T body tag. So let's do that. So I'll just come and say nth child here, and I'll say maybe even. And if I say even and you come back to the browser here, you can see it's only the number 2 and the number 4 column has the red color. That's because these are the only 2 columns with an even number position. So that's how this thing works. Okay? Alright, cut that part out. So that's how this T body and this nth child works. It targets elements based on their position. And now that we're done with this, let us actually design our table. So I'm going to target this table here. I'm going to take this background color here. I'm going to paste it here. But we're going to do something different. We're going to change the color. We're going to make it much lighter. Let's see something. Alright, let's check that out. They are too bright. Color is way too bright, too sharp. Almost there. Almost there. Then let's reduce the opacity a bit. Almost there. Perfect. Yes, this is what I want. It's perfect right now. No complaints by me. Okay, this is perfect for me right now. Alright, so I'm going to come there. Now that we're done starting the table in the even numbers. So this table is, it's fine as it is, but we need to make it stand out more in the page. So like I said, I'm not going to give it border. Instead, I'm going to come back to this my table tag right here, and I'll give you the box shadow attribute. We've talked about box shadow and text shadow. You can go and watch it in our previous videos. So the box shadow attribute will give a shadow all around the table. So I'm going to say box shadow 2 pixels, 18 pixels black. But we're going to make this thing a very light ash color. Come back to our browser, and boom, yes, that is okay. Then we're going to reduce the opacity a bit down here. Wonderful. So you can see our table stands out more like this now. But let's say we're not done with this table. Let us say I want the edges of my table to be rounded. That is, I want these edges to be rounded here. Okay, I want these edges to be rounded. Now, to achieve this, you will not target the TR tag. Don't come and say T head TR. Watch, if I say T head TR, I'll say border radius, right? 24 pixels. Nothing will happen. Come back to your browser here. You see, nothing will happen here. You won't target the table row tag. Instead, you will target the TD tag or the TH tag instead, if you want that thing to work. So instead, come here and say T head greater than tr, then td. Then using the nth child, I'm going to target it by their position. So we are going to say target the first td tag inside this tr tag. That is, we want to target this first td tag here. Sorry, th tag. Sorry, th. I give you thanks when I'm feeling. Th tag here. Sorry, we're targeting this th tag that is right here. So we're saying target this first th tag here. So with this, I'll come and say border top left radius 24 pixels. I'm going to copy this exact thing here, paste it here. Then I'm going to say th child 5, target the fifth one, and change this to from border left to border right. And if you come back to your browser, you can see the edges are curved now. We have our curved table edges right here. So we come back to this table tag, remove this background. I give you thanks when I'm feeling lonely. I give you thanks when I'm feeling sad. So you can see the curved edges we have right here right now. But let me see. Let's increase this padding. Let me make this padding 16 pixels by 18 pixels here instead. Let's make the table slightly bigger. That is better. Oh, look at the edges right here. So let me target the table tag itself and give it border radius. And voila, we have our little fine table right here. So you can curve the edges of your table either by targeting the table tag directly, or targeting that particular th, or the particular table cell in a certain position, so you can give it that edge. All right, and with this we are done standing up our table. So you can see that standing up in HTML, in CSS, I said in HTML, pardon me. Standing up your table is nothing much in CSS. Now that we have this beautiful table right here, let us say we want to give it more finesse. We want to make it so that when our mouse is moving on top over it, the color changes. You guys know that one already. So let's do something like that. Are you ready? I believe they are ready. But before I do that, let's reduce the opacity of this, shadow, and increase the lightness. I don't want the shadow to be too dark. Oof, much better. So let's target it right now. So I'm going to say T head greater than TR hover. No. Greater than NTH dash child even. Sorry, I said T head, T body. Pardon me. Let's take this guy that is here. T body, yes. Take this guy. After the even, say hover. Now the even numbers is the one that has this particular background color. So I'm going to take this guy, paste it here. But we're going to do something different. We're going to make the color much bluer. I said much bluer. Okay, that's wrong. Let's just make the color clearer. Pardon me. So if I come back here, that means when we hover on top of this section, exactly, we have this. Then come back, then copy this, paste it here. Then say the TRNTH child odd numbers. We targeted the even numbers, so say odd numbers. And the odd number is currently white, but we're going to change it from white to a little bit of hash color. Okay, that is okay by me. So look at what happens when we hover on top of the table. Can you see it? Ooh, that is way too gray. I don't want it to be too gray. So I don't want it to be that gray. Alright, that's good, I think. Okay, good. So you can see the hover effect right now when we hover on top of the table. So like I said, you can make your table as simple as the one we did before, or you can give it more finesse like this, but that is all on CSS tables. Using the same method, you can make it so that only the rows, only this particular column here will have a certain color. Let's try that. Let's make only this particular column here, this particular set of columns here, have a certain background color. Should we try that? So let's see. We'll say T head greater than TR greater than TH NTH child 4, and I'll say background should be red, not red. I'm going to say T body, target all T body tags. In the T body tag, TR, TD, NTH child 4 as well, background red. Let's come and see how it looks like. And you can see it now. We've targeted only this particular column here and made it have one, and make it have what, just one color style. So you see how our table looks classy now thanks to this. So using this idea, you can see that you don't need to style up only the table. You can style up only the table way like this, or you can style up certain columns of your table in a particular manner. It's all up to you. Try it out, play around with it, and that is all. So we've come to the end of our video for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you'll be updated whenever we post a new video. Also, remember that we take on tech projects as well. So if you have any web projects, graphics, UI, UX, data analysis projects, app development projects, please don't forget to contact us and we can take it on for you. Again, we are CodeVase and we are CodeVase. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms so that we can keep in touch and engage with you. Do have a nice day.